The NBA world is buzzing after shocking comments involving JJ Redick and LeBron James. What started as a heated debate quickly turned into one of the most talked about moments surrounding the Los Angeles Lakers this season. Fans were stunned when Redick appeared to challenge the legacy of one of basketball's greatest players. But what exactly happened? And why are people saying LeBron's legacy is under attack? Let's break it all down. During a heated discussion about the current state of the Lakers, JJ Redick didn't hold back. Known for his strong opinions and deep basketball knowledge, Redick questioned whether LeBron's dominance still defines the team the way it once did. The debate began when analysts started discussing the Lakers' recent struggles and whether the team could succeed without relying heavily on LeBron. That's when Redick reportedly pushed the conversation further, suggesting that the Lakers might need to move beyond the LeBron-centric era. For fans who have watched LeBron dominate the NBA for over 2 decades, that statement felt like a direct challenge to his legacy. To understand why this debate is so intense, you have to look at LeBron's incredible career. Since entering the league in 2003, LeBron James has rewritten the record books. From winning multiple championships to becoming the NBA's all-time leading scorer, his impact on the game is undeniable. Whether playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Miami Heat, or now the Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron has consistently elevated every team he's been part of. His combination of scoring, playmaking, and leadership has made him one of the most complete players in basketball history. Yet in sports, even legends eventually face questions about longevity and decline. And that's where this latest debate begins that the Los Angeles Lakers have been under enormous pressure this season. Injuries, inconsistent performances, and rising competition in the Western Conference have created challenges. Critics argue that the Lakers' future cannot depend entirely on a player in the later stage of his career, even if that player is LeBron James. Supporters, however, point out that LeBron continues to produce elite performances despite his years in the league. Night after night, he still delivers highlight plays, clutch moments, and leadership that younger players often struggle to match. So the question remains, is the Lakers' era with LeBron truly nearing its end? Or is this simply another moment where critics are underestimating him? JJ Redick has built a reputation as one of basketball's sharpest analysts since retiring from the NBA. Throughout his career and now as a commentator, Redick has never been afraid to challenge popular narratives. His comments about LeBron appear to focus less on disrespect and more on the reality of team evolution in professional sports. Every dynasty eventually transitions to a new era, and according to some analysts, the Lakers may soon face that same transition. Unsurprisingly, fans on social media immediately jumped into the debate. Some supporters of LeBron defended him passionately, pointing to his records, championships, and unmatched longevity. Others agreed with the idea that the Lakers must start building their future around younger talent. The discussion quickly turned into another chapter of the ongoing GOAT debate. Is LeBron still defining the league, or is a new generation ready to take over? One thing fans know about LeBron James is that he often responds to criticism the best way possible, on the court. Throughout his career, doubters have questioned his ability to win championships, lead teams, and dominate late in his career. Yet time after time, LeBron has proven critics wrong. Whether it was his legendary championship run in Cleveland or his title with the Lakers in 2020, he has repeatedly delivered when the pressure was highest. That's why many fans believe writing off his legacy is a dangerous move. Because LeBron has made a career out of proving people wrong. As the season continues, the Lakers' performance will ultimately decide how this debate unfolds. If LeBron continues producing at an elite level and leads the team deep into the playoffs, the criticism could quickly disappear. But if the Lakers struggle to compete, conversations about the end of the LeBron era will only grow louder. Either way, the spotlight on LeBron James remains brighter than ever. The conversation surrounding LeBron James has once again taken over the basketball world. After the strong comments circulating from JJ Redick, fans, analysts, and former players are all weighing in on one question. Is the era of LeBron finally coming to an end? Or is this just another moment where critics underestimate one of the greatest players ever? To understand why this moment feels so dramatic, we need to step back and look at the bigger picture. For more than 20 years, LeBron James has carried a level of pressure that very few athletes in sports history have experienced. From the moment he entered the NBA in 2003, expectations were sky high. Many analysts even compared him to Michael Jordan before he played a single professional game. That level of hype could have crushed most young players. But LeBron didn't just meet those expectations. He built one of the most legendary careers in basketball history. Over the years, he transformed teams, won championships, and delivered unforgettable playoff performances. And even now, deep into his career, he continues to compete at a high level with the Los Angeles Lakers. That's why every criticism of LeBron instantly becomes a massive story. JJ Redick has always been known as someone who studies the game deeply. During his playing career, he built a reputation as one of the smartest shooters and most disciplined players in the league. Since retiring, Redick has become a respected basketball analyst who isn't afraid to challenge popular opinions. When discussions about LeBron's legacy surfaced, Redick reportedly pushed the debate further by suggesting that the NBA may already be entering a new era. In other words, the league may no longer revolve around LeBron the way it once did. That idea immediately triggered a storm of reactions across the basketball community. Because when someone questions LeBron's place at the top, fans take it personally. One of the hardest truths in professional sports is that time never stops moving. Every generation of players eventually passes the torch to the next. Years ago, the NBA was dominated by players like Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, and Shaquille O'Neal. Before them, the league belonged to legends like Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson. And now, a new generation is emerging. Players like Luka Doncic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Nikola Jokic are leading the next wave of NBA superstars. These younger players are dominating games, winning MVP awards, and pushing their teams toward championships. So naturally, the conversation about the future of the league becomes unavoidable. Despite all the talk about age and transition, LeBron continues to deliver impressive performances. Even in the later stage of his career, he regularly posts strong scoring numbers, leads fast breaks, and creates opportunities for teammates. Many fans believe that what LeBron is doing at this stage of his career might be one of the most impressive achievements in sports. Very few athletes in any sport remain elite after 2 decades at the highest level. And yet LeBron continues to compete against players who grew up watching him. That alone makes his longevity remarkable. Another key factor in this debate is the future of the Los Angeles Lakers. The franchise is one of the most famous organizations in basketball history. From Magic Johnson to Kobe Bryant, the Lakers have always built their identity around superstar players. Now the big question facing the team is what happens next. Will the Lakers continue building around LeBron for as long as he plays? Or will they begin preparing for the next era of the franchise? Front offices in the NBA are constantly thinking years ahead, balancing the present with the future. That's why discussions about legacy often become tied to roster decisions and team direction. Soon as the debate gained attention, social media platforms exploded with reactions. LeBron supporters argued that no one with his accomplishments should have their legacy questioned. They pointed to his championships, MVP awards, all-star selections, and record-breaking scoring achievements. Meanwhile, some critics argue that the NBA landscape is shifting. They believe the spotlight is slowly moving toward younger superstars who are now leading their teams into the future. The result is one of the most intense debates basketball fans have seen in years. Anytime LeBron's legacy is discussed, another famous conversation quickly returns: the GOAT debate. For decades, fans have argued about who the greatest player in basketball history truly is. Some people firmly believe that Michael Jordan will always hold that title. Others argue that LeBron's longevity, versatility, and all-around impact place him at the top. And moments like this only fuel that debate even more. Because every statement, every performance, and every criticism becomes part of the story. One thing that has defined LeBron's entire career is his competitive drive. He has faced criticism at almost every stage of his journey. Early in his career, critics said he couldn't win championships. Later, people questioned his ability to lead teams through adversity. Each time those doubts appeared, LeBron responded by elevating his performance. That mentality is why many fans believe counting him out is always a mistake. As the NBA season continues, the performance of the Lakers will shape the narrative surrounding this debate. If the team finds momentum and LeBron delivers big performances, the conversation could quickly shift back in his favor. But if struggles continue, critics may feel more confident saying that the league is moving into a new era. Either way, the spotlight on LeBron James remains enormous. Because when you're one of the most famous athletes on the planet, every moment becomes part of history. And no matter where someone stands in the debate, one fact is impossible to ignore. LeBron James has already secured a place among the greatest players the sport has ever seen. From his rookie season to his championship victories, from historic records to unforgettable playoff moments, his career has reshaped the NBA. And until the day he finally walks away from the game, discussions about his legacy will continue. Because players like LeBron don't just participate in basketball history. They define it. Whether you agree with JJ Redick or not, one thing is certain. LeBron James' legacy is already one of the greatest in NBA history. Few players have dominated the game for as long, influenced as many teammates, and inspired as many fans around the world. And until the day he finally steps away from the court, the debate surrounding his legacy will continue. Because when it comes to LeBron James, the story is never truly finished.